Following in the footsteps of Winnie the Pooh, Popeye, and Steamboat Willie, Betty Boop is the next public domain character to get her own horror movie.
Oh, no.
8772 Radio U. It's just been announced. A new horror movie called Boop is coming soon. The story is a team of horror podcast investigators breaks into an abandoned theater to discover the hauntings of the starlet once known as Boop. A simple investigation turns into a horrific bloodbath as they fight to escape the murderous Boop as she is out for revenge.
Why can't somebody just make a good movie about Betty Boop since she's entered into the public domain? Like an origin story for Betty Boop. She's like a pinup, right? So why not do something like that?
That feels like that could really play in 2026 now at this point.
Right.
Well, this doesn't preclude that from happening.
I guess not.
Just because this is out doesn't mean there couldn't also someday be a good Betty Boop movie.
That's true. But the image I'm seeing here of Betty Boop holding somebody's entrails is like making me just really sad.
Yeah, it is pretty upsetting.
I don't like it.
So far, there's no trailer, no release date. All we have is a still image of Betty Boop, and it's pretty clearly just a person with a Betty Boop head on.
Yeah, which, why not just make them look like Betty Boop? There doesn't need to be a mask.
Yeah, like the things they can do with makeup these days.
Yeah.
Just make her look like Betty Boop.
Yeah.
But instead, it's very, it's not
cheesy.
even a good.
No.
Yeah, no, this is, you will see this and you're like, somehow, even though you know it's all fake, the entrails are still gross. But it's not like Betty Boop could actually eat the entrails with the way this mask looks because there's no way she has a mouth.
Yeah, there's no way. She's just going to look like a Five Nights at Freddy's character.
Exactly. It's very cheap looking.
But also, podcast investigators?
Mm-hmm.
Is this supposed to be inspired by Only Murders in the Building? Like, what?
I guess. That's not the only podcast thing there is. But yeah, I think it's in the same vein.
Yeah.
This is what's crazy to me. This obviously very low budget, of course.
Yes.
Looking at the cast, though, there's actually somebody I've heard of.
Oh, is there a cast list?
Yeah. And somebody that I feel like most people, the majority of people listening right now have probably seen this person in a movie before. Spencer Breslin.
I was just going to say, as soon as I saw that name, I was like, I know who you're talking about.
He is in Santa Claus 2. He's Curtis in Santa Claus 2.
Yes.
He's also was in numerous other Disney Channel things back around that time. So somebody...
He's in The Kid.
With Bruce Willis. Yeah, he was in a lot of movies.
Yeah, he was a big kid star, like Cat in the Hat.
Right, he was in Cat in the Hat.
Yeah. He was in a lot of stuff. And so that is actually a pretty... obviously he's not as well-known now.
No.
But that's a pretty big get for one of these movies.
Or it shows how far he's fallen.
Yeah.
He looks, even though he's obviously aged about 20 years since those movies came out, he somehow still looks the same.
He somehow still looks like a little kid from The Kid.
Jessica Russo, who is the COO of the company that is making this Boop horror movie, says getting your classic cartoon told as a horror film is still mind-blowing, but what sets Boop apart from all other horror IPs is her motivation. Boop's dark history is extremely grim, but this telling allows her to get her power back. A true statement to feminism led by a predominantly female team.
Oh, sure.
It's a
feminist movie.
Betty Boop is a feminist horror movie.
Okay. Yeah.
Prepare to be empowered, Allie. Boop. Coming to somewhere, sometime.
Probably not theaters.